Hello, everyone. I'm Boris. My gamer tag is bootblack, and I'm here to bore you to tears with PowerPoint for the next 10 minutes. Unlike Steptoe, I don't believe that PowerPoint corrupts absolutely, but I do believe it gives the audience a damn good excuse to check their wireless telecommunications device for fresh tweets and Facebook notifications. That is, if you could get a signal in this oversaturated wireless world we live in. So please, think of me kindly while you do so. In all seriousness, though, I'm here to give you the scoop about how some of the technology behind how Xbox Live enforcement works. Like everyone on stage, I do a lot of things for Xbox Live policy and enforcement, but my official title is the Xbox Live Services Delivery Enforcement Unicorn Ninja. Which, by the way, I've waited my entire career at Microsoft to use those 3 pieces of clip art on a slide. Anyway, my title is just an especially gleeful way of saying that I design and manage the tool set that enables us to wield the ban hammer in response to complaints filed on the Xbox Live service and our own active policing of the service. It might also mean that I'm the guy that will stylishly throw your ass in Xbox jail at the same time I'm casting glitter-manifesting pretty princess spells on your hair and or wardrobe in mid-flight at night. But I'm getting ahead of myself. The toolset responsible for most of our enforcement duties at Xbox Live is called Vulcan. Why is it called Vulcan? I actually have no idea. Steptoe told me once, but I was too many pints of beer into my evening and already staring glassy-eyed at the intersection of Jaeger and Red Bull. Steptoe, maybe you could put this question to rest?
It has nothing to do with Star Trek. It is the Wikipedia entry for Vulcan. The first line is the god of hindering or enabling fire. I thought that was pretty cool, so that's why it's called Vulcan.
Okay, so that's not nearly as unicorny as I was hoping, but I can work with that. So regardless of what it means, I can describe Vulcan in, let's say, 15 seconds or less. Dre, can you time me here?
Gotcha.
Okay, ready, and go. Naughty gamer violates a code of conduct. You witness the naughty gamer. You file a complaint. We pull your complaint out of the Xbox Live databases. We present your complaint to an enforcement agent. An enforcement agent determines the accuracy of the complaint. Ban hammer or not. Lather, rinse, repeat. Done. Woo! Awesome.
That's a new record.
As you can see, I was practicing my Lara Croft Guardian of Light speedruns at the same time as doing this slide deck. Anyway, it's really that simple. But, and you knew there was going to be a but, it gets a bit complicated when we start talking about how many complaints our crack enforcement agents actually process. It's a lot. Thousands and thousands of you file complaints every day, and it's up to us to stay ahead of the flood. You see what I did there? Yeah. Fortunately, we've got a few tricks up our sleeves, and I'm here to tell you about 3 of them. First, we're tracking your accuracy. Wah. Whenever you file a gamer tag or a profile complaint, and one of our enforcement agents evaluates that complaint, we update a value in our databases indicating whether or not your complaint was accurate. So why do we do this? Well, it turns out that the more accurate you've been in the past, the more likely you are to be accurate in the future. I suspect this comes as a shock to none of you. So with accuracy calculation per user, we can prioritize the complaints from accurate complainers in front of the complaints from inaccurate complainers to give enforcement agents the chance to first focus on the stuff that's likely to be bad. Now, if you start filing false or otherwise inaccurate complaints, your accuracy goes down. Of course, we'll still review your gamertag and profile complaints within 24 hours. We've committed publicly that we'll do that. But probably not as quickly as for the accurate complainers. The lesson here is, if you want to help us out, don't let your grandma start playing Halo on your gamertag, or she might start filing a bunch of bogus complaints against your friends and drive down your accuracy. Grandmas, by the way, are crazy vindictive when you betray them with a plasma grenade. Just saying. Okay, so what else? Another Vulcan trick I like to talk about is some super top secret tech that we call the duplicate preventer for great justice, which we also efficiently refer to as the DPFGJ. It's more elegant than it sounds. Let me illustrate this with an example. You're playing some Modern Warfare 2 multiplayer one evening, and Poon Hunter joins the match. Classy gamer tag, right? You file a complaint. Thank you. But you're not the only one. Poon Hunter's been playing a lot of multiplayer tonight, and there's a ton of people filing complaints on his gamer tag. Our DPFGJ tech keeps our enforcement agents efficient by collapsing all of those duplicate complaints into one single report that our agents can make a decision on. Of course, we still keep track of the fact that you filed a complaint and you deserve an accuracy update calculation, but for the agents, we've prevented them from having to make the same decision over and over and over again on functionally identical complaints. Instead, an agent makes a single decision on a single report, and all of the complaints get handled with a single swing of the banhammer. Finally, there's one other piece of Vulcan I want to talk about, and that's a feature we simply call Instant. So far, I've just been talking about complaints from you, our player community. But hey, we play on Xbox Live too, and just like you, we see and hear stuff that warrants action. Whether that's an unimpressive display of the human anatomy, or the type of verbal diarrhea best reserved for, well, nowhere, or even such garden variety violations like offensive gamer tags and profiles. Instant is our way of reaching out and tapping these gamers on the shoulders. A gentle tap, like with a kill streak rewarded nuclear bomb. We usually have Vulcan open at the same time we're gaming, and when we come across violating behaviors, it's a simple matter of dropping a gamer tag into Vulcan, a few clicks to define how the naughty, naughty gamer broke the rules, and a press of a button, and boom, headshot. Voila, suspension issued. This is just the tip of the iceberg. The Vulcan toolset is constantly evolving to support the needs of the players on Xbox Live and the enforcement agents working to keep it awesome. We're working on supporting the Xbox 360 controller as an input device when running the Vulcan toolset. We're adding intelligent heuristics to identify problematic consoles and players in order to proactively escalate the bad guys to our attention before you even need to file a complaint. And we're always listening to the player community to figure out where upcoming investments in both our policy and technology will pay off for you. After all, we do this for you to make Xbox Live a safe, fun, and hugely entertaining experience. Thanks for coming to see us at PAX 2010.